Hello and welcome to what will be the first of a number of videos looking at my Lord of the Rings chess set collections. I have two of these sets, well, two and a bit actually, because I ended up with the first piece of the third set. I got them in about 2004, 2005, something like that, just after the films had been released. They're obviously based on Peter Jackson's version of The Lord of the Rings. And it was one of those deals where you got, let's just take one out. This little fella. It's one of those deals where you paid about £7.99, I think it was, £8 per piece, I think it was, and you got a couple of pieces every month that arrived together. But the first piece was on its own, and because you were then getting an odd number, in effect you were ending up with an odd number of pieces after every week, because the first piece was on its own. It meant that the last delivery was always the last piece of one set and the first piece of the next set. I thought there was only going to be one set, but it went into a second set, and then it went into a third set, but I cancelled after the first piece of that third set because it was just too expensive, and how many sets were there going to be? The detail though on these pieces is exquisite. Now I don't want to play havoc with the focus. Here he is. Can you see his face there? I'm struggling with the focus a little bit. But anyway, it's extremely well detailed, and on the bottom it says what it is: an orc archer, black pawn. For anyone that doesn't know, all of these characters are all pawns. I won't talk about the actual game chess in this this video, that's not necessary, but that's what all these are, these smaller pieces, they're all pawns. This is the dark side of the, if you like, of the this particular chess set that I'm showing you. I'll show you the forces of good in the next video, and then I'll show you the second chess set as well, and the first piece of the third chess set. Now my son at the moment is learning chess from me, and at first I showed him with these pieces. I very quickly realised that was a very bad idea, because it's too complicated. If you don't know how to play chess, it's too complicated to play with these pieces. They're heavy as well, heavy polystone, I think it is, heavy polystone pieces. They're not wood or plastic, it's good quality polystone. But so I also had a Staunton No. 5 set, traditional chess set, and that's what I'm teaching him to play chess on, and what I'll teach my daughter to play chess on as well. And eventually, no doubt to his great excitement, I will let him play with these. But these are easily breakable, these pieces. Actually, I've got to remember exactly where they were now, because the boxes that I took them out on each one is moulded. The box is moulded to that particular piece. And I have the boxes lined up in the order that I took the pieces out. So I need to, hopefully these are all in the same order. Look at Gollum there. Well, that is exquisite, isn't it? His face comes and goes. That truly is very good quality. But as I said, or as I was about to say, they're very, very easily breakable. See a little arrow there, and some of them have got, obviously, have got swords, like Gothmog here. Not a character from the books. The Hobbit I read in 1982. And The Lord of the Rings I read in 1983. In 1982 I was 11. So I've almost been a lifelong fan. Not just a fan since the films came out. I was a fan long before that. That's my favourite book. So I was extremely excited when I saw the first trailer for the films. In fact, I know what film I'd gone to see when I saw the trailer. It was Hannibal in January 2001. That was when I first saw the trailer for The Fellowship of the Ring. But I have to say, I'm not one of these, I am actually a little bit one of these perfectionists when it comes to Lord of the Rings with the detail and stuff. But I thought that it was done extremely well, the films. Very good. They played fast and loose with a few of the characters, like Gothmog. They decided to bring in a baddie, playing a bishop he is in this game. In the final film, in Return of the King, and in Fellowship of the Ring, it was this guy. Oh no, it wasn't. That's Shagrat. So where is he? Must be in my other set. The other guy, I forget his name now. I forget his name because he wasn't in the book, you see. Lurtz, I think that was it, wasn't it? Lurtz. This guy, Shagrat, he appears in the Return of the King, fighting with, I forget the other orc's name now, fighting over Frodo's mithril shirt. Gorbag, that's it, Shagrat and Gorbag. That's a fantastic piece, that one. Right, without further ado, let's get out the big guns. This guy, I'm not sure how happy he'll be with playing this particular role, but he's the Queen. I mean, he's the most powerful piece, so he should like that. But the Witch King of Angmar might not like being described as a queen. But that's the part he's playing. He's playing the female queen. And here is, of course, Sauron. Look at the detail. And as I say, this is a very heavy piece. Let's bring my other hand in. Look at all that, see his eyes there. And the grill, or whatever it is on his on his mask, his breastplates, his armour. Look at it all. It's just so well detailed. Very, very good. But possibly the best piece across all the sets I have. It's just amazing. Let's put that bad boy back. We have as the castles, or the rooks. I have decided to obviously go with two major towers. This is Barad-dûr. That's the Eye of Sauron on the top up there. And this one is Orthanc, Saruman's domain. Saruman plays the king in the second set that I've got. Trying to think what's my favourite piece out of these two. I know what my least favourite ones are. I think it's these two drummers, because there's not a lot going on with them really. They look quite basic. But once again, they're very heavy pieces. We've got this other, not forgetting this bishop, of course. Now this guy, was he an orc or was he a... Yeah, he is an orc lieutenant, or lieutenant if you're in America. Yeah, he's playing a bishop. I see he's got a sword that could easily get broken very easily. I do have some other, just as good really, Lord of the Rings pieces that are not chess pieces. They're just normal figurines, and I stupidly threw the boxes of those away when I got them. So they've been exposed for some sort of 17 years inside a big box just next to each other, and gradually bits get broken off them. It's really, really annoying. I mean, not most of them are not broken, but there's a few swords and a few spears and a few arrows that are loose. But these guys all have their original boxes. So there's less chance, unless my kids get hold of them. There's less chance of them getting broken. Or indeed I could break them myself by mistake. It's very easily done. Ah, this is Gorbag, the guy that was squabbling with Shagrat over here, over the mithril shirt. Look at that face. The detail in that face, and all it is a pawn. Just a pawn in a game of chess. Which is all he is in the story, really, as well. So good. Fantastic design. But when you're playing chess, and I remember I played my dad with this set, and at the time I think he was about 80. He's now 86, and he struggled massively, even though he learned how to play chess when he was about 5. That's with a traditional normal chess set. And understandably, he struggled massively to keep track of what pieces were what characters, because the knights don't look like knights and the bishops don't look like bishops. In the second set that I've got, the knights are actually horses. Well, they are, 3 of them are horses in the second set. One of them is a warg, which is a particularly nasty and very big wolf. So good. I'm actually showing the Hobbit films for the first time to my son at the moment. After that, the Lord of the Rings. He's 7 years old. My 5-year-old daughter is also looking, but she's very scared of Gollum. She found Gollum very, very scary. None of the goblins or orcs or any of those or trolls or anything like that, none of those creatures does she find scary. She finds them more funny than anything. But Gollum, she finds him particularly gruesome. Let's see if I can bring his face right in. Don't know how close I can do that. Don't think that's going to work, is it? No. I think you can see quite clearly there. It's beautiful. Very tactile pieces they are. Beautiful. I keep saying beautiful, but I mean they are. And I haven't had them out of their boxes before today. I hadn't had them out for a few years, and you know, some of them have not been out of their boxes for like 15 years. So I've sort of been bowled over by just how good they are. And it's like they're brand new because they've been kept in their original boxes. I'm certainly not someone that likes keeping something in its box and never playing with it. That's not me. I wouldn't do that with, you know, my old Star Wars figures that I've had for 40 plus years. They are not in their boxes. And I'm glad of that, because I think these things are to play with. However, these pieces do need to be kept in their boxes to protect them. Otherwise they'd be in a right mess. Okay. Right. I think I will end this video. And I will continue with the light, the goodies basically. I'll bring out the goodies next week. Not chocolate chip cookies or anything. You know, the good side of that game. Aragorn will be making an appearance, as will Gandalf. And then I'll do my second set. The same thing with those afterwards. So if you like the video, you can subscribe and click on that notification button if you want, and that will tell you when the next one comes out, which might be the next video I do, I'm not sure. Thank you very much for watching.